Hey everybody, welcome back to Rebel Media. On this episode, I'm going to be sharing my experience that I had staying in an old jail that's been converted to a bed and breakfast in the Arkansas, Washington State Park. It used to be the state capital of the Confederacy at one point, and now it's a beautiful park that you can visit with lots of 19th century structures, and including an old jail that you can spend the night in. Now, this is not a ghost channel, it's a history channel, but some things happened, and I wasn't expecting it, so I'm going to share my experience. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end, because I got a crazy video I want to show you. On my last history trip, I kind of traveled in a big circle, from Texas to Arkansas to Louisiana, and then back up to Texas. The only lodging accommodations I made previously was to stay at a bed and breakfast that happened to be an old jail in 1873. It was located in Washington State Park, Arkansas. As a lover of old things, I wanted to explore and film the park, and it seemed like the perfect place to begin my journey. Of course, on the day I went to travel, the FAA had some major outage or something that caused all the planes to be grounded in the airport, so I was going to get a late start. When I called to inform them I was going to be late, she mentioned to me that the jail was haunted. She shared a story about a man named Isaac Newton Hayes who had hung himself, and his spirit liked to haunt the jail, especially room 3, located directly upstairs and across the hall from me. Still, I was like, okay, sounds interesting. Total disclosure, I'm not a ghost guy, guys. I mostly think she was trying to add to my experience. I was excited to stay in such an old place for the night, though, full of history and outlaw vibes. I jumped in my rental and began my 4-hour trek out to the natural state. I bought a $10 pocket knife and an energy drink for the morning at a truck stop about 30 minutes from my destination. I was getting close to my destination. I was really excited to relax after a long day of traveling, and I got to my exit, and I pulled off the interstate. The road into town was dark. No strip malls, no restaurants, a few homes here and in between, and lots of trees. The sun was down by the time I arrived, and all the structures in the park looked very old, but also dark and unlit. I made a turn down a dark, narrow road, and I saw a sign. I was there. Sure enough, I was the only car in the parking lot. It was very quiet, and all you could hear was the wind blowing through the trees. I didn't know, yet, that in that yard, many people had been lynched, and I began to catch some vibes. I tried to open the door, and it didn't open. I ran around to the back door and tried it. I pushed it open and I found myself alone in a dark kitchen. I made my way to a door with light shining through it and saw a small continental breakfast area and a larger area with a large pillar surrounded by glass. It was a piece of the original jail with carvings from the inmates. I began a short reconnaissance of the jail. I brought my things into my room, and I felt like I heard noises upstairs, and the creepy vibes began to set in. Checking out this old phone, I just told myself I was being ridiculous. But maybe I'll go get dinner somewhere and take a little break from the jail. So I left and found a little Mexican joint outside of town. I had a Cadillac margarita and headed back to the jail. When I got back to the jail, I decided to do a little more exploring. This room right here, I guess, was where the jailer used to live. This was his area. As you can see, this is a nice little common area, cool old stove, and some board games for the family. Well, I guess I better check out upstairs, I thought to myself, and I made my way. I got to the top of the stairs and I looked at room 3, and it was probably just my imagination, but my skin began to crawl. It felt kind of cold over there, so I left room 3 and began to explore other areas. As you can see, all these rooms have keypad access on them, and they're all closed and locked. So there's certainly no reason why any of them would be opening. But there. These goosebumps I got going on here. Oh, my hairs are standing up.
Just wash my hands really well, like surgeons do. That's kind of cool. I'll scrub in.
This is probably the last video I'm going to be doing tonight. Because honestly, I don't like going out here. Allegedly, upstairs, in that room there, is the most haunted part of the house. I don't even like TV, but I got the TV on. So the good news is, the ghosts haven't got me yet, but I was reading through the history book here, and it says a dude named Alonzo Smith, he got into an altercation with a dude named Willie Martin over a 12-pound sack of flour. And Alonzo got pissed at this dude. Some words were made, so he goes to his stepdad's house and I'm not even joking. I just heard some fucking noise upstairs, and supposedly the room number 3 is haunted over here. But back to my story about Alonzo. This is a creepy place, guys. So Alonzo was pissed, and he gets a shotgun full of squirrel shot, and he goes and he shoots that Willie dude dead in his bed, and he gets locked up in here, and he has his name etched into the wall. And there's definitely some weird energy in this place, man. Let me tell you. I didn't do too much filming overnight. I basically left the TV on and went to sleep. I heard noises throughout the night. Who knows? Maybe my imagination's just playing tricks on me. Alright guys, so when I got to the jail, I was making a recording of my bedroom that I was staying in. And you can see I walk by a mirror, you can see I'm holding the camera in my hands. But check this out. know the old expression, things always look better in the morning? Well, they certainly do. You can see what a beautiful place this really is. Maybe nighttime just plays tricks on you. Who knows? But we survived the night in the haunted jail. It's interesting to think about all the people that might have been locked up in here. And the guy who came in the morning told me about people that were hung in the yard. Pretty spooky, but pretty interesting too. That video still gives me the creeps, guys. I have no explanation for that door slamming. I was the only one in the house. It was late at night, and all the other doors upstairs, everything has a keypad on it. There's nothing blowing in the wind. It was pretty scary. I can't guarantee that you'll have the same experience I did, but I do still recommend you guys going, checking out Washington State Park, and if you're brave enough, stay in the jail. But you don't have to stay in the jail to visit, because the whole place is incredible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate you liking and subscribing. I appreciate you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.